today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their veteran quarterback in season number 16 of the NFL. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Back to Mixon on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be let out by their quarterback in his 5th season now from NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado.
Brissett's pass.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw again. Brissett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And it's 3rd
to throw. Brissett. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, the quick slant caught. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Fitzpatrick now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
Out of the gun, Brissett. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
47-yard
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Brissett. That's taken in by Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins were this close to a perfect regular season, but they couldn't finish it off. And they'll enter the playoffs with something to prove now at 15-1. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Deshaun Watson, a touchdown pass in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here's the Cardinals' offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 25.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Able to avoid him at the 40. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Brissett's pass complete to Laviska Chenault. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Brissett now. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, Brissett. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Brissett's pass.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. but he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Brissett. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this one to Patrick. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Patrick. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick got a man. It's Tanyan complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete.
Here's Dustin Colquhoun now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. For football, going back over to Arizona now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
17 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Connection made with Chenault. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Brissett's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
36-yard line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
12.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, Brissett able to find Higgins.
Brissett's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
32-yard attempt.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Rams 7.
so they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Fitzpatrick set to lead this offense. Down by 13, a little under 2.5 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
1st and 10 at the
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll to Mixon on the check down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Fournette. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cards, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Rams, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.